Do you know how much what the overall cost? What you raised? You know what you made?
I think I heard around 17,000 with the bake sale and all
17,000.
that. I'm not
Good
quite
job,
sure. You can't
Ontario County and the Canandaigua community for doing that.
absolutely. I
Seriously.
couldn't thank you enough. And
Now you start the slow clap.
And I take so much pride in the fact that in the last 4 weeks in the month that Brittany, I, and all our coworkers have helped rebuild and reestablish the place we work at. It shows, quite a bit of teamwork. I mean, honestly, if it had been Taco Bell struck, how many people would just say fuck it and find another job?
Well, I mean, maybe not everybody would find another job. Taco Bell would actually send us to the other locations because it is a chain.
Okay.
They would make us work those places, and we have talked about that. Because after it happened, that was something that came up in Taco Bell. Like, what would happen if that was our facility that got struck by lightning? Only 100 yards away, And from what they were saying is they would send us to the other stores, and if we couldn't work those stores, we'd be back up in a week though, because these chains like that, they have the money to just pour it back into it.
And the thing about Charlie's is, and this is the reason why I can't be a counter person, because I suck at people skills. There's only 3 other Charlies. There's Webster, Ontario, and I forget where the other one is. And then there's us. And if I had to deal with a rude customer, I'd be like, "There's 3 other Charlies, and the closest one's Ontario. Take your pick." Brittany.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sad to say that I was in the building when this whole thing went on, and it was so loud, it was almost deafening, but...
Did it shake your vagina?
No, I won't give it that pleasure, but... No.
I already know too much about his cock. I don't want to know shit about your vag.
I want to know more. So continue.
Tell me more. Tell me
But it was
more.
pretty sad to know that there were some people that actually fought going outside because they had ordered food and they wanted
there was this
food.
old guy who had to have been like 70, and I can't do his voice because everybody sounds unique, but he's like, "I'm not gonna leave until I'm done with my food." I picked up the tray, handed it to him, and pulled his chair out. I'm like, "Here, take the tray, get out, we're on fire, dude." I mean, and this isn't the first time Charlie's has been on fire. Usual protocol by Scott Hogle is, "Oh, we're still up and running, keep the food going." Not in this case, though.
Wait, how many? And what kind of fires are normally the normal kind of fires that keep you running? I want to know about that.
Char fires, grill. This is all before I worked there, but supposedly a char fire, a grill fire, stuff like that.
So just some grease fires.
And there was apparently this one time where they had almost made mustard gas because they mixed the bleach with our degreaser along with the soap tablet you put in the mop bucket, and apparently it had filled the restaurant with this almost toxic smell to it, and that was just a story I thoroughly enjoy hearing, because you should really read what's on those bottles before mixing them.
Well, I mean, you get the MSDS product sheets. Any facility you work at, no matter where you work, you get those MSDS sheets, the material safety data sheets, and it's your responsibility to know exactly what you're mixing. And if you don't know, you don't ever mix chemicals.
Well, absolutely, but I mean, I was a janitor for 4 years because I used to work through the county for jobs and stuff like that, and I learned all the proper mixtures and stuff like that, and I built up quite the immunity to smell and effects on my hands from chemicals and whatnot.
Well, I think you have to. When you work with those substances, eventually you do build up an immunity. Either that or you just make sure you're wearing your proper PPE, and it is what it is.
Well, absolutely.
Well, everybody, I think that's the end of our inaugural episode. I wanted everybody to say goodbye, but I feel like Robbie's just gone to the bathroom.
You feel like that? I'm pretty sure they can hear the squeaky door.
I don't know if they heard the squeaky door. I heard the squeaky door. It sounds like...
this has been a Squeaky Door production.
It's a Squeaky Door production. Squeaky Door Productions in association with Beer Pirate Radio and the Duane Wilt Show. In association with Duane Wilt Comedy.
Your host, Vanilla Soft Serve.
With your host, Vanilla Soft Serve. I want everybody to... come back next week. We're going to go ahead and drop another episode then. We've got a lot of different crazy stuff to talk about, a lot of different stuff going on. Please come out Friday, July 1st, and listen to me tell jokes with Andrew Lee at the V Pub at the Villager Restaurant. July 11th, I'm going to be performing at Fanatics Pub and Pizza in Lima, New York. Call for reservations. I should have the number handy, but this was all thrown together very short notice. July 13th, I will be at Mustang Sally's and Horseheads with a couple of very funny comedians, including Jay Falk and Justin Choco Bear Jackson.
Now, this is the first time I've heard the name Horseheads in a while. Have you listened to them recently? Are they still as good as they used to be like 7 years ago?
What the fuck are you talking about?
There's a band that used to go around calling themselves Horseheads.
There was a band called Horseheads?
There was.
That is stupid.
I know.
Every time I think of the town Horseheads, I instantly think of a Godfather reference.
But anyway, since we're wrapping up, if you're listening to this now, we open tomorrow, Wednesday the 27th, and I'm sure you'll be listening. Stop by Charlie's, come get some of our cheese plates, and if you're gutsy enough, go for the landfill.
Yeah, get yourself something to bite to eat at Charlie's. Well,
hell, get yourself a bite to eat, then show up at Duane's show on Friday night. We serve mean fish fries and garbage plates.
And if you don't want to spend your money at Charlie's, go ahead and buy. Listen, I don't mean to. I'm not dissing Charlie's in any way whatsoever, but if you do buy a dinner at the V Pub Friday night, usually they will comp your ticket. If you just say that you're there for the show too, just go ahead and mention it. So.
Well, absolutely. I totally agree. Feel free to support any of the local businesses, but support the one that's actually hosting the show.
Yeah, any and all local businesses in any town you live in. Not just my town, not just your town, any town where you are.
You know what? Just do me a favor, people, and eat.
Yeah, not enough people eat. Too many people look like Britney. They're tiny little bitches.
Now, also, I want to leave it on another good note. Stop shopping online. Go out and meet people like we used to. We are spoiled by today's technology, and it's fucking terrible.
Fuck that. Hopefully, we'll have my CD soon online, so we can go ahead and buy it there. Buy it any way you can.
Well, you know, I'm gonna treat it a lot like I would if I went to an alleged drug dealer. I'm gonna hand you my money personally and say I'd like your CD with your John Hancock on it, or in case you're your Duane Wilt on it.
All right, well, everybody, that's the first show, the first Duane Wilt show on BeerPirateRadio.com. Thank you for joining us. I want everybody to say a huge thank you to Brittany Tush for coming out. Brittany, say goodbye to the people.
Thanks for the bullshit, guys.
The great and powerful Paul Inglesby, thank you for joining us here today.
No problem.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure having you, and of course, our co-host Robbie Cobb. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me, Duane.
All right, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams.
May you live long and prosper. I don't have a good way to end this, so I'm going to go ahead and say...
Release the Kraken and drink some beer.
And anybody who doesn't like me, fuck you.
21 guns, box made of pine, letter from the government sealed and signed.